Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kari and today I will give you some Disney movies recommendations. This video is part of a series that I'm doing for the summer in which I give you obviously summer recommendations. I already have a video about books that I will leave here and in the description in case you want to watch that too. But today is all about Disney movies and I'm so excited because I have never talked about Disney movies on my channel and that was a mistake. I love Disney movies. They are my comfort movies, they are some of my favorite movies. I don't know why I never talked about this. Of course I'm talking about more of the classic Disney movies because I already talked about Tinkerbell that is also from Disney, but anyway, today's topic is Disney movies for the summer. If you haven't watched these movies, I recommend every single one of them. I think you will find a favorite from this list. And if you're a Disney fan and you watched them like a lot of times before, I encourage you to rewatch them this summer because they are perfect for that. Last thing I have to clarify is that they are in no particular order and there will be no spoilers in this video. First we have Moana. I think this is an obvious one because the setting screams summer. We have very beautiful animation in this movie and awesome songs. I love the songs so much. There's a time of the year that I have to listen to them on a daily basis. That's just what happens to me, what my body and mind need, and I do it and I get very happy. This movie is very entertaining and I think it has a great balance between entertainment for kids and for adults. It also is very funny. Moana herself is just a funny protagonist and very sarcastic and great. She's very kind and humble and she just wants to explore the world. We see a beautiful evolution and development of her character and I love that. Maui is also great. His song is epic. I'm not gonna say anything else about that song. You have to listen to it at least if you don't watch Moana because that song is epic. And a very crucial element that we get from this movie is that the sea is a character itself. I hope that if you haven't watched it, you are intrigued by that and you watch it and you love it because Moana is amazing. Next movie is Lilo and Stitch. This is a very unique Disney movie. I mean, you don't get an alien in any Disney movie and I just love the fact that Lilo and Stitch was so groundbreaking and amazing for its time. I love that this movie has that very quirky tone, but it's also very heartwarming. It talks about what it means to be a family and it talks about sisters' love, which is a plus because I have a sister and I understand that and I love when movies represent sisters' love. Apart from that, it has very beautiful visuals and I just think overall the animation is beautiful. The way that all the characters look is just wonderful. I think it's very unique. It looks very different from other Disney movies and I love that. If you love this movie, you also have some sequels, some extra content that you can watch. I haven't rewatched them in a while. I don't remember how good they are, but at least Lilo and Stitch is a masterpiece. Next movie is Finding Nemo. Last time I rewatched this movie, my perspective really changed on it. I used to think that it wasn't great. I used to kind of hate it because my sister rewatched it a lot. I was sick of it. I couldn't rewatch it again because I got so bored. But then time passed and I rewatched it 2 years ago and then everything changed for me and now it is one of my favorite Pixar movies. I think it's probably the best Pixar movie, in my opinion. Here we get to see an adventure and a rescue at the same time. You will get to explore many locations under the sea, which is great. This movie is set in Australia, so you got many references to that and storyline is fantastic. The character development is fantastic. I'm amazed on how you see represented so many issues that parents have with their kids in the movie and you get to reflect on that. You get to see the mistakes, you get to see the love and the sacrifice and the pain. This movie is very special to me now. I think it's great. Everyone should watch it. Even if you don't like animation, at least watch this movie. In my opinion, this movie is as entertaining as emotional. So if you cry easily with movies, I think it will make you cry. Next movie is Pinocchio. I love Pinocchio so much, I have to say that. I have to get that out of the way. That might be the reason why it's in this list. I admit that it's not all about the summer like the rest of the movies in this list, but I think, in my opinion, has summer vibes. This movie is a definition of old but gold. The story is so great, it's very entertaining, has great songs, it has a very huge cast of characters and all have a role. You can see the contrast between good and bad, and you have Pinocchio, who is just learning to live. He has to wander around and he gets to see the bad aspects of life and the good ones. It's a great movie, but I also know that some people are traumatized with some scenes that I won't describe because no spoilers. But if you have watched it and you are traumatized, let me know in the comments. I am not traumatized. I love this movie. I love every scene. I can watch it again and again, but I would understand if you are. In my opinion, this is great for kids, for adults, for everybody. We have a lot of epic moments. I love everything. I love Geppetto's house. That is so cozy. The ambience is amazing there. I also love the animation. I think it's beautiful and stunning, and just watch it. You won't regret it. Next movie is The Little Mermaid. Yeah, this is also a very obvious choice. What gives you more summer vibes than a mermaid? I don't think that you can go further than that. I have to admit that this movie is not one of my favorites. Of course, a lot of people might disagree because I know it's very popular and Ariel is very loved by everyone, but it's not one of my favorites. I still get the classic Disney feeling from this. That is the magic that this movie has. The animation is beautiful. The characters are just gorgeous to look at. It has many catchy songs that you have to admit, even if you haven't watched the movie, you know the songs of The Little Mermaid. Another plus that I see from this movie is that it has some of the best sidekicks ever. Sebastian and Flounder are fantastic, and they are better than some of the most recent sidekicks of the princesses movies. I think that's it for the list of the main movies that you can watch right now, but I will make a recommendation that I think for the future it will make sense for me to put it in this list. Of course, I don't know how good this movie is going to be, but I trust Pixar, so I will recommend Luca. This movie is actually premiering this summer, so if you watch this video in the future, you will know that Luca is also one of my recommendations. Lastly, I have to say, as an honorable mention, what screams summer more than Phineas and Ferb? This is Phineas and Ferb, the movie, Across the Second Dimension. I just love it and I had to recommend it in one way or another in my channel, so please watch it if you're a fan of Phineas and Ferb. Rewatch it, enjoy it again, because I recently rewatched it and it was amazing. Well, that's it for today's video. I will leave here in the cards and in the description all of the other videos of this series so you can have the best summer with these recommendations. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it with your friends. You can subscribe here to my channel for more content every week. Here on the screen I will put more videos for you to check out, and I will see you next time.